Hey y'all, I'm James Wright, and I am at George Shackleton's house today, and this is going to be really cool. It's going to be a very different video, but stay tuned. This is one of those places you've just got to visit to believe. We are just south of Chicago at this house. This actually was built by George Shackleton. He built this house for himself. And whoa, oh wow, look at those. This is his living room. And some of these tools are just incredible. And then we come from the living room into the first collection room. And yes, this is just one of the collection rooms. It's upstairs and downstairs and the basement below. And wow, the amount of history and information on all of these tools and seeing the progression and the collection of one to another, this whole space was just incredible. And I would love to spend a lot of time going through this, and I may at some point see if George would be willing to do a tour and actually talk through some of these things. But everywhere you look, there's something interesting, like this plane from 1752. Every shelf is a collection in and of itself, showing different variations of the same tool. Some of these shelves with shoulder planes, or with compass planes, or with shooting board planes, or with one particular maker or another, and being able to see them all in comparison and all the little details and different things that pop out, it's just absolutely fascinating. And everywhere you walk around, there's something different and something new to look at. Like all of these core box planes down here, this one blew me away. I've seen 2 or 3 different types of core box planes, but to see all of these, some of them made by the user, some of them made by companies, some of them copies of other companies, just really interesting. And he has a lot of information on each of these, and you can read through some of the labels. Not to mention router planes. You ever wonder where all the router planes went? Well, here's a few of them. He's got a lot to look at, and seeing some of the differences in how they moved and changed over the years is just fascinating. So enough with the first floor. Let's go upstairs. And up in the loft, there's a whole bunch. What is that? That's an 8-foot long, 8-inch wide with a 6-inch cutting Cooper's plane. I've never seen one that large before. That is just massive. But even looking at the stitching for the crack on top, beautiful. And then being able to look down below, he built this house to be able to show off these tools, not just to live in. And his whole family is interested in it. And actually, it's his granddaughter who is giving us the tour through the house. Just the amount of history in this is amazing, and George has put together a fantastic collection. Everywhere you look, there's something different. So let's actually go down into the basement, and down here you can see his shop. Yes, he doesn't just collect, he also makes, and you get to see where he puts some of these things, like the post drills on this side. And then he has this collection down here of the miter saws. Next, we can continue into the other room where he has some of his metalworking tools, as well as more walls covered in planes. And everywhere you look, it's just amazing. Look at this ice saw right here, and ice skates. And oh look, there's more saws, and just everywhere. He has one of the coolest collections of shooting boards and shooting board planes. Some of the really interesting, odd ones that you've never come across before. They have interesting history and the makers behind them, and be able to look at them and compare them and learn about the different manufacturers and why they made them. I mean, just look at all of these wooden planes, molding planes of every type and size and shape. And yeah, he's got this amazing collection. And then we start talking about Bailey style planes. He's got a few of those as well. Surprisingly, he's got one of everything. I loved these saw vices, and some of them were very interesting that I haven't seen before. He even had a small collection of push drills and Yankee drivers. Just beautiful. Not to mention what's underneath them. And then around the corner. And this post drill that he was using here is really, really cool. Very different technique and method for how it was functioning. And then you come across here, and there's combination planes, 45s and 55s and 50s, and all of these combination planes from different eras and types, and just beautiful. I could spend so long in the shop and seeing how he works and what he works with and the tools he uses and the tools he doesn't use. And there's just so much to learn and so much information here. And that's one of the things I love about these collections, is the amount of information is staggering. So there you have it. Holy cow! I didn't even touch the surface. There were just so many beautiful things in there. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So we're actually at an MWTCA meet today, and I'm going to be doing a live walkthrough here in a bit, but I had to show off what was inside the house first. And if you'd like to come to see one of these, then this is in Frankfort, Illinois, and he holds a tool meet here once a year in the first week of September, last week of August. And if you want to come see it, that's how you can do it. So yes, wow, I would love this collection, and there are several others like it that I would love to go in a little more detail and actually have the owner talk through things. So if you like this and would like to see more information and detail on some of the tools in there, I might be doing a follow-up here soon. Let me know if you are interested in that. And yes, I know several people are going to ask you, George Shackleton, he is actually related to that Shackleton. So yeah, it's kind of cool. But if you like this, have any questions, thoughts, ideas, throw those down below. Those do help out the channel. Anytime you like, comment, share, subscribe, you know what it all is. It really does help out the channel, and I like being able to do videos like this. If you'd like to see more, this one was a little bit of an experiment, I know, but you know how that goes. But if you do want to see more, let me know that. And if you want to help out the channel and help me get around to be able to see more things, think about becoming a patron on Patreon. All of these people over here, those are some of the patrons. They're the ones who sponsor this channel and make everything happen because I am completely sponsored by you. If you would like to help out with that, then you know what to do. Links down below. I think I'll do it for now. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Man, the only thing missing in there was a dog in an astronaut suit.